Total 90. It's happening. It's happening.
Back on your screen.
Back on your listening device. But guess what? Only for one more week will you just be strictly listening, because there are cameras in this room right now. I don't know how they work yet, but by next week we're gonna know, and it's gonna be
The clip.
you don't want to miss it. We're gonna buy your tickets now to say you're an OG fan before we're going on tour, because it's gonna be anyway. We got some fun
this week
drawn up for
a little something different.
Little summit different.
Every team's X factor.
You know. And I was watching a certain game. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I got inspired by a single player this week for.
Okay.
This had happened, so he's in this list somewhere. I'll reveal it when it gets there.
When it comes.
But X factor, it's not really like their best player all the time.
But it is sometimes.
It could be. It's more just like who could be a game changer. They got a bit of a unpredictability about them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Can really break it up here and there.
Yeah.
Put it down.
X factor. Everybody knows what X factor is. Anyway, let's do it. We're gonna go. I think first to last in the table. Is that how it's going?
Yes, sir.
Let me pull up the table real quick.
First to last. Starting with Arsenal.
Oh, wait. Last to first, actually.
Last to first.
We did that last. I feel like that'd be better. Okay. Or do you want to go first?
No, it's last, so it's all about you.
Yeah.
It's whatever you want.
About me, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Last to first. Wolverhampton Wanderers, a.k.a. Wolves.
Boom.
First of all, when I go through Wolves' roster, I'm literally like, who are these guys?
Pretty much.
Are these guys even any factor? I don't know.
No, they're just
a bunch of like FIFA randomly generated
football
players
manager,
when you're 20 years into a career mode, and they all just suck. But I went with Jorgen Strand Larson just because, like.
So did I.
Whoa! I mean,
how convenient.
It was either him or Hwang Hee-chan. Yeah. Because honestly, those are the only two players.
You know a couple. Tati Gomez.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe.
Of course. But, I mean,
Sam Johnson.
When you really look at it, he scored
14 last year?
Yeah, and like if Wolves want to have any hope of anything, like they got to get some goals. He scored 14 goals. Like if they're gonna get anything out of the season, he's got to show some of that form again.
I don't even know. He might have like one this year.
Yeah, he's got one. I still have his stats pulled up. Yeah, he scored 14 goals, 4 assists last year in his first year in the Premier League. Maybe a lot of that was because he had my boy Mateus Cunha next to him,
but still, I mean, he doesn't have as much service this year as he does last year.
Look at Wolves, I'm gonna name off some of these names, and you just tell me if you know these. It's like this is by minutes played, by the way. So it's like these are their Joao Gomez. That could be literally anybody. That's just like
that's just any Brazilian guy.
Marshall Munetzi.
I mean, I've heard these names only because I've watched.
Yeah, but it's like
them play.
Hugo Bueno, Ladislav Krejci.
I have his FIFA card, Ultimate Screen.
I know Sam Johnstone, actually. He's a decent keeper. I guess not.
Jose Sa,
yeah. Jean-Richter Bellegarde, I've heard that.
Agbadou.
Yeah. Anyway, just like what's going on with...
I know these guys.
What do they even do anymore?
I mean, yeah, their squad's definitely weak.
It's not looking good for them right now.
Yeah, they might be cooked.
Nottingham Forest, 19th.
Forest.
Let me pull this back up.
I feel like we might have gone for the same answer based on your excitement last week.
What do you mean?
Elliot Anderson.
I didn't do Elliot Anderson. I said Morgan Gibbs-White.
Okay.
Because I think Elliot Anderson's like a consistent, like...
I think Morgan White's pretty consistent.
That's the thing. Last year he was. I think a lot of their success last year is because of how good... He was one of the best players in the Premier League, I would argue.
Very true. I just went Elliot Anderson only because of just the way they play. Like, he's kind of like the guy to break it up in the midfield. And like him and Sangare are very crucial. Like winning the ball back so they can still like Sean Dyche is very defense oriented. They're going to counter. I mean, they played the same way last year.
When you think about Forest counters, like everything goal wise, Forest did last year, other than Chris Wood scoring them, is Gibbs White at the center of it, like doing it. And he's just like, I remember watching him last year, and I was like, wow, he can make anything happen. I think if Forest want to climb up the table like I think they can this year, he's got to do that again. He's got 2 goals, 1 assist right now. I mean,
2 goals in the last 2 games.
That's X factor material right there. I actually almost went with Igor Jesus because he's done absolutely nothing in the Premier League, and he's scored like 3 goals in 3 games in the.
He's a European player.
Europa
League player, bro.
So it's like, I don't know if they can get some consistent goals from. That's what I'm saying. They need something consistent up front.
Yeah. I just think Chris Wood had his best year ever last year, but it's just gonna. I don't think that's not gonna happen again. Yeah.
Chris Wood's such a go. I can't believe he played in the 2010 World Cup.
Jeez.
He's still going.
Wow. I didn't even know that.
But yeah, Morgan Gibbs-White,
Elliot Anderson, both valid. Both make sense.
Gotta do his thing. Okay.
All right, West Ham. The Hammers.
Crescencio Somerville.
Really? I went Jared Bowen. I just think that, some of these I looked at them and I was like,
we have a different definition of X Factor.
Yeah. Sometimes I just looked at these players and I was like, because when you say X Factor, I feel like it's not necessarily their best player, but if they lost this player, they'd be in a much worse position.
See, I think of it as if they get the best out of this player, they can become so much better.
That's valid. And
it's I don't know, because Jared Bowen's going to score his goals regardless.
That's why I just think he's West Ham's X Factor. He's
That's true, and he definitely is. But for Somerville, I just think he tore it up with Leeds in the championship, and that's why they bought him. Mm-hmm. And he just has, and it's if he could show some of that for West Ham,
yeah,
then it's
I think that's valid.
I think they could shoot up the table because they
definitely have. Not one of the better teams, but they're based on the way they've played the last 2 games. You were 2 weeks ahead of that 2-win.
Dude, I'm telling you, we were there.
He's
played. Somerville has played 30 games for West Ham now in the Premier League. He's got 1 goal.
Yeah,
and it's he scored. He had 19 goals and 9 assists in his year in the championship at Leeds, and it's. Mm-hmm. He was they're probably the championship player of the year at 21 years old.
The heights yet. He hasn't really he's played 30 games, but he hasn't started that.
This year he is though, and it's that's why if he could find that form or show some glimpses of what he had in the championship. It's
also West Ham have been pretty bad this year. So
that's what I'm saying. I think if he could, but if he could turn it on, then West Ham could turn it on. X Factor.
That's genius.
X Factor.
All right, Burnley. I went a little rogue. I went Dubravka.
I went Zion Fleming, their striker.
Okay. I only went Dubravka only because I think, based on what I've watched so far, they concede, I'm pretty sure, the most chances, and they also create the fewest chances. Yeah. And the Dubravka, did you see the Dubravka save? That one, the save of the month, either last week or the week before?
Loki, I might not have. Who was it against?
I don't remember, but that's not the point. He made one of the most insane saves ever, and he was the backup at Newcastle for a long time, but Burnley needed that experience. He was
the backup at United for the Ten Hag's first year.
That's true.
He was a goat.
I think Burnley getting rid of James Trafford obviously now looks bad because James Trafford isn't playing. So if they could have kept him for 1 more year, that would have been clutch. But Dubravka bringing in that Premier League experience and obviously not costing them a lot of money is why they're not in the relegation zone right now. I think they're only up by goal difference, but if they stay up by goal difference, then Dubravka is going to be the reason why.
That's a good point. Yeah, I took goal difference because I think a lot of these bottom teams are kind of the same thought process of if you want to ensure you can stay up, apart from conceding goals, Dubravka, you got to make sure you can score goals. And to be fair to Burnley, they do have 14 goals this season. It's more than
they take their chances when they get them, but they don't create a lot of chances.
That's what I'm saying. And I think that I don't know if did you see Fleming's goal against Wolves where he had that first time volley pack.
Yeah, that was fire.
And it's so he's scored 3 goals in his last 2 games, and none of them have been bumbling around in the box off your knee.
They've all been quality finishes.
That
did you see his header on the weekend?
Yeah, it's if you can have a quality striker like that can perhaps propel you.
If he could get 10 goals or something, that would be.
Yeah, I'm thinking about even though QPR got relegated in 2015, Charlie Austin scored 20 goals that season.
I've got his kid at home.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll wear it.
You should. Next episode with the cameras.
Yep.
Charlie Austin, shout out.
Number 9.
But it's like he's like the only reason QPR ever had a chance. And it's like every striker. It's like we see strikers come up and they don't. Which actually, I guess I'll hear that answer next team. Well, but like, I don't know. I feel like you need a consistent striker, and I think if they could have that out of
all the teams that say up probably have a striker that scored at least 10 or around there.
Yeah, or at least like would hope so. Mm-hmm. So I think, yeah, enough said about that.
True. On the Leeds slide.
Leeds.
Who you got?
I got last year's championship top scorer. Do you know the name? Pirot. He hasn't really played much.
Nope, Calvert-Lewin's above.
Yeah, and Calvert-Lewin he's a bit of a stinker, I'm not going to lie. I've never been. But I mean, Pirot, he's done it in the championship, not just last season, but at Swansea, 22 goals, 19 goals. Then at Leeds, 13 goals, 19 goals. This dude can put him away in the championship. Mm-hmm. And we've seen so many strikers like that have been able to do that and just can't carry over to the Premier League. And like, what happens? Your team gets relegated because you're investing in the striker that you think can score for you, and then
you don't create enough chances for that striker to score.
Yeah,
that's probably mostly the reason.
I just think to be one of the championship's top scorer, if you can get that goal scoring form out of him again, or anywhere close, like he's not going to score 19 goals in the Prem, but if you can get 10 goals, 8 goals. Something that can like go a long way.
Calvert-Lewin could get a couple at least.
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin has 1 goal this season. Probably I don't know what happened, but probably just like hit off his shin. And
the guy I went for has the most goals plus assists on the team. You know who it is? Without looking at my list.
Let me look. Actually, I don't know.
Sean Longstaff.
What a player, by the way.
What a baller. Underrated. He's got like.
I almost went with Longstaff.
He's got like a couple goals, couple assists, which is the most on the team.
He's got so much Premier League. He's been around for he's 28 now.
Yeah, he's in his prime.
He is. I remember when he was coming up at Newcastle. I remember there was I guess it was probably the year he broke out at Newcastle. Like that summer, it was like Man United either needs to send the house on him or Declan Rice, and we did neither.
Yeah,
but that was the conversation strong along, and it was warranted. I think he was really good.
I think he's definitely an underrated player. He's definitely nowhere near as good as Declan Rice.
But, obviously, but
I just think a little underrated. Goes under the radar for Leeds.
Yeah, if he can have a rock solid.
Yeah, if he can chip in with 5-6 goals, couple assists here and there, I think they'll have a better chance of staying up. We'll see.
Sean Longstaff, good guy.
All right, up in a team that's underperforming. Fulham.
Fulham. I went first last time.
I went Iwobi.
It's not a bad pick.
Mm-hmm.
Iwobi's another one of those guys that's just he's been around for so much. I heard
remember him at Arsenal, yeah.
It was one of Fulham's games recently. I swear it said it was this is Iwobi's 300th Premier League game. I was like, where in the world did that come from?
Some of these guys just have been around for way longer than.
It's even you realize, he's played 302 Premier League games now, which is absurd.
Yeah, 11 seasons in the league.
Yeah.
How old is he?
It's 29.
29. Dang. Yeah, I remember when he was coming up.
He scored 9 goals and had 6 assists for Fulham last year.
Yeah, he was good last year. But I think obviously
Alex.
Fulham have had quite the poor start. They're on 11 or 12 points, I think, which is only 1 or 2 above relegation spots. But I think he's the danger guy other than, this so far, Josh King and Smith Rowe. But if they can get the ball wide to him, he can, jink around the defender. Create a bunch of chances.
See, I went for a bit of a rogue pick. I want to see if you can guess it before I tell
Sasha Lukic?
No. It's just, is that because you said that's where my cursor was?
Yeah.
It's not Sasha Lukic.
I don't know. Harry Wilson.
It is Harry Wilson. Hey. I just think
that's funny.
Have you if you just showed a random person his goal catalog, you would think oh my gosh, this guy.
Especially the back flick one from last year that won goal this season or something.
Yeah, or some of his free kicks when he was at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
But I just think and I firmly believe this. If I had to make a starting 11 just based off of technique and like wizardry on the ball.
Wizardry. What are we at Hogwarts?
Yeah. Of like Premier League players, like I absolutely would put Harry Wilson in there. Like he is just unreal, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And like and I think I don't know. I always expect him to be so much more than he has turned out to be, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think whenever I watch him, like he can just. It's kind of like James Ward-Prowse in a way, like the dead ball technique. But it's more like he's just like the way he moves. He's so like kind of like silky and finesse, and it's. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if you get the best out of him, he's like an unreal player. He's just kind of. Yeah.
Pure technique.
So I don't know. He's a player that I've always like rooted to like be good, and it's just kind of falling flat for him. But I think if he could like find a consistent run of form
in the starting lineup too, he doesn't really start.
He actually has been this year, so it's like I think because like he usually doesn't, but this year he's been playing quite a bit.
Couple starts.
So I just think he's never like he's cracked over 5 goals in the Premier League like a couple times I think, and he can get closer to 10 goals.
Mm-hmm.
In a season, and just I don't know. I want Harry Wilson to be good, and he's got so much like raw talent. I feel
so
like
much zhuzh about him. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to say that again? The zhuzh. Zhuzh. What is that? He's actually their joint top scorer right now. I'm just realizing.
Like 2.
Yeah. Big goal scorer this year. So I mean, but seriously, if he can be their, obviously they're not like, hoping for him to be their top scorer. They want Rodrigo Muniz or someone, but like if he can chip in with 7 or 8 goals and.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just think he's got so much like ability. I think there's so many ways he could impact a game. Yeah,
he's got that sauce.
He does. He's got that sauce. You're just either born with it or you're not.
Yeah. You either got it in your leg or you don't.
I don't know. He's one of like my niche favorite players for whatever reason.
All right, up into another team that's underperforming, the Toon Army.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your go, boss.
I want Anthony Gordon.
Gordon, valid. How many goals do you have in the Prem? None.
Yeah, he's killing it in the Champions League right now. He's got 4 goals and assists in 4 games.
Valid.
But it's like he's another one of those players where so 2 years ago, 11 goals and 10 assists, and last year was half of that. But I think like he's like one of the fastest players in the Premier League. He's got so much, just like he's so direct,
speed.
And like. You're seeing in the Champions League how much he can impact a game. And it's like Newcastle, I've been needing that from somebody. Yeah. Their attack's just been dead.
Yeah, the attack's been pretty
Anthony Gordon. If you're going to get at us, like Anthony Gordon's got to step up.
Well, he did get that red card early on, too. So he did. A couple games.
But I just...
Also in the Champions League, I feel like the game can be a little bit more open with how teams want to play.
Yeah. Every team's always going for the win.
Yeah. Like whether in the league, like some team, like especially against Newcastle, teams will maybe sit back a little bit more because they know they want to counter, and Newcastle has like serious pace up front, so they'll just sit back and like try and let them like have Newcastle break them down at a low block.
I just think for Newcastle to be successful, they got to have somebody other than Voltamata to score, obviously, but somebody to create chance. Like they brought in Alanga and he hasn't been able to do it. Harvey Barnes has been okay, but it's like Gordon's been there for a while now. Like he knows,
it's like this
knows what Eddie Howe wants. He knows he's shown that he can do it. So it's
just gotta
get more. He needs to turn up if he wants to be on the World Cup roster. So
for him, all right. Well, I went for Bruno Guimaraes.
Bruno G, the second best Bruno in the league.
Interesting. Anyways, I think. I mean, especially that, like you could have really picked anyone in their midfield because that's their strongest point, in my opinion.
I thought about Tonali.
Like Tonali has.
I just think Tonali's been consistently like one of the best players in the.
Like Joe Linton's not talked about enough. How he went from striker.
Dude, I love Joe Linton's transformation, dude. Because I was actually watching.
God, one of the worst strikers in the league.
I was watching a YouTube video. There's this one channel that just like uploads all of the goals in a Premier League season.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing, obviously, but I watched like the first few minutes of. It was Joe Linton's first year. I think it was 2018-19, and it was like 6 game weeks in or something. He finally scored. I was like, oh my! I remembered. I was like, oh, he was actually just like a terrible striker for a few years before he became one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. It's like so. Oh, you don't never see that.
Yeah, I just went for Bruno G. I think if they lost, I don't know. if they lost any of the midfielders, that would be the one they would want to lose the least. I think, just based on how he is like so box to box, and he is so crucial to every side of the way they play. He brings like so much like
personality.
Yeah, he brings so much firepower and just like dynamism to the team as well.
He's a maverick.
Yeah, so I just think that was my reasoning for that one. But
good looks.
On to Everton. I went Ilmin Injai.
Skiliman. That was kind of like a 1A, 1B with me.
Yeah.
Skiliman.
Did you go with him or no?
No. So, I feel like we find a way to talk about old Jackie G in every single episode.
Yeah. Low sock.
But I mean, I feel like I was like, yeah, it has to be Jack Grealish, I feel like, because it's.
I just picked Injai because, one, I think he is their best player, has been their best player for, the whole time he's been at Everton at this point. And I think if they were to lose him or if he were to get injured this year, then Everton might be in trouble just because the goals are few and far between from anyone else.
Their lack of striking.
Like Tiano Berry's never scored for Everton.
Beto,
yeah. Jack Grealish has never been like a prolific goal scorer. I just don't think there's enough goals in that team without him. So
definitely not.
So I went with that.
Yeah, I went Jack Grealish just because like I think when you think of Jack Grealish at his best, and it's like if Jack Grealish we've already seen it with Everton so far at the beginning of this season. You're just like this is like so fun to watch, and like it genuinely makes Everton go from like a
relegation threatened.
I wouldn't say that. I think they're too good for that now. A couple of years ago, it's obviously a different story, but they go from like a 13th, 14th, 15th place team to like if Jack Grealish is playing like the Jack Grealish we know he can, then it just like shoots up way up the table. And I think if he's in the mood, and it's like Everton just become a completely different team because like I don't know, I think like Skillamon, he brings it every game. I feel like, and not that Grealish doesn't, but it's sometimes Grealish just kind of ghosts a little
less
bit.
Involved, he would say.
Yeah, and it's like some games are kind of play out more in his favor and some don't, just depending on how the other team winds up. But I don't know, it's just like Grealish is so fun to watch when he's out there balling.
Yeah,
and I think he's been balling a little bit here and there. For like the beginning, he's kind of slowed down a little bit, but like the flashes, like the first few games of the season that we saw, if he and Everton could play like that for like,
he's probably gonna cook Man United after the international break.
Man, don't say that.
So
it's at Old Trafford though, so I mean it's kind of like a guaranteed win. But.
Yeah, for Everton, for real.
Sure.
All right, move up to Brentford. What you got? Lad?
Oh, is it my turn?
It is your turn.
So I keep losing track. I went with this one was kind of difficult for me, but then I went with Dango Ouattara. It was a club record signing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I actually haven't watched him too much at Brentford this year. But when he was still at Bournemouth this summer, and they played United in the Summer League or Summer Series or whatever it's called, like United dominated that game because they always do, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
But like that guy, because like they still like I don't know, I didn't even like Semenyo didn't do anything. Nobody did, but that like he put in some of those like outrageous crosses, and he was given. Who was playing right? But it might have been. This probably was Dallo. Like he was giving Dallo just fits, like time and time again. Whoever was playing on the right side,
giving him a fit.
And then obviously Brentford splashed their cash on him. And
what was it, like 40, 50?
It was like 40-something mil. And obviously Brentford lost some Bomo. They lost Wissa. They lost Tony over a year ago now.
Norgard,
and it's like they got to bolster their attack again. I think.
Yeah.
Look no further than they got goals out of Igor Thiago. He's got 8 goals now, and Kevin Schott is a good player. And I think for them to really just kind of kick on like they want to, if Dango Ouattara plays like I saw him play, and I guess like Brentford saw him play in the summer, then it's
why not?
Could be electric. You never know. He's got 2 goals this season, so it's not like he's
doing nothing.
He's doing his thing, but I just think he can really elevate their level.
All right, I think that's valid. But I went Jordan Henderson.
Hendo.
Mr.
Experience.
Yeah. Big locker room guy. You know what I'm saying? But
just a real glue guy.
Yeah, just a
sneaky
real
athletic.
Guy. Yeah. It's not even athletic.
First one in, last one out.
Yeah. I just think I mean, coming in, kind of replacing Norgard almost, a little bit of a different style of player, but they needed that, experience in the midfield, the structure, someone who can play those forward passes. And I mean, he's been playing them like extremely well. Like the only one I can think of is the one against Chelsea, which is like he played that one through ball over the top, and it's like automatically they're in on goal, just one pass.
That's just that IQ that only experience can bring, really.
Yeah. So I just think, I mean, obviously they had a really good result yesterday, but I thought they would do a lot worse this year, just getting rid of.
They've impressed me because, they lost all of their goals pretty much.
Their
and they
three
lost
best players last year.
Manager that brought them to where they were. And they've had to basically rebuild the whole thing.
I thought they could possibly get relegated this year.
Yeah, that's not crazy. I think a lot of people were
I think they'll be, what did they finish last year, like 10th or so? I think they'll be completely fine with 12th for now. And
yeah, I think,
they've
especially
got 3 wins in the last 5 games, so
they would
it's not that bad.
If you told Brentford 11 games ago that they'd be sitting comfortably in 12th right now, they'd be all right.
They'd be
good on you.
Only 2 points off 5th.
Yeah, still good.
It's all really close up right there, but still, I think they're happy with where they are right now.
Obviously, you'd rather be in first, but can't be
whatever.
I don't know why.
It is what it is,
Brighton and Hove.
Seagulls.
All right.
My turn. I went Yankuba Minta.
Bro! I did too.
Whoa. I just think,
there's a lot of people you could say for Brighton, but...
Yeah, a lot of underrated players at Brighton almost, but he's arguably... Danny Welbeck's taken the headlines just because of the goals, but Minta's probably been the best player.
He's definitely their biggest creator, and I think...
For sure, and his pace is insane.
You just can't... And every time I watch a Brighton game when they're playing well, it's because he's, flying up and down the wing and whipping in crosses. And I remember when they played United a couple weeks ago, and they... just got battered because that's what United do to teams.
Yeah, of course, sure.
But Minta, he really just was kind of a stinker. He wasn't every time he did get himself in a good position, he just kind of fired the ball out of bounds but he just wasn't creating much. And Brighton looked really stagnant up front for the first hour of that game or whatever. And I think whenever I watch Brighton, they're just taking it to teams, it's largely because of him.
Yeah, I think Newcastle will come to regret selling him.
Yeah, he's still only 21, so I think that's definitely the next player in the Brighton conveyor belt of him
players
and
to sell for $60+ million.
I considered Jorginho Ruter.
I didn't even think about him.
I also thought about Matoma.
I was thinking about Danny Welbeck, but I didn't want to be too basic,
That guy.
Welbs. I didn't want to say that.
No, I think Matoma has
Yeah.
It's about time for him to have his month where he goes off for a little bit and everybody brings back to his thesis about dribbling, and then he kind of disappears again. But hasn't really done it yet.
Yeah.
He's got to have one goal of the season continue.
He's gonna have a month to remember, Premier League Player of the Month, Goal of the Month, and then he's gonna be chilling for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, up into Palace, top 10, lad.
He goes. Alex, where are you?
Where are you? All you.
I went with.
Who did you go with?
Jeremy Pino. That's right.
Okay, new guy on the block.
Because exactly, I went for a new guy. Mm-hmm. He's still very young. He came through Villarreal. I think, you lose Eze, you lose Michael Olise, you lose all these creative 10 players. Mateto's got to get his service. You got Ismail Assar does this thing. Mm-hmm. This guy, I remember actually when Villarreal beat United in the Europa League final. Of
course they did.
That was actually the last game United ever lost.
That's
been unbeaten since then.
That's crazy.
I remember that. I think that was Pino's the first year. Yeah, 20. He was 17 years old. I remember he played that game. And everybody was like, "Oh, look at this young guy!" Blah blah blah. And he did. He was really impacting the game. Mm-hmm. And I think he's looked good for. He's done some good things for. He doesn't have a goal or assist yet, but if you just watch Palace's games, he's made an impact. And I think if Palace want to keep on the trajectory they're on, they're going to need creativity and impact, goals and assists from a player like him, especially after selling Eze.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I went a little bit more generic. I went Mateta. I just think...
Boom!
Exactly. I just think... I mean, they're probably still going to finish 12th like they do every year or somewhere around there, but...
Yeah, so they've already kind of gotten back to...
just the way they play, I think Mateta's... I mean, definitely this year.
Yeah,
if not last year's like their most crucial player.
Like if Mateta doesn't get his goals, then like how are they gonna?
No one else is gonna score.
Get their points.
Like their backup striker is Edward. I think he was at Leicester a couple years ago. If you remember that name.
Did I do it because I had a Crystal Palace career mode, and this was like before Mateta was a thing. Really, I mean, he was at the club, but he wasn't the Mateta we know. So Edward was my starting striker, and he went off for me. They also have Eddie Nketiah.
That's true. That's true. But I just think
he's 26.
Nketiah?
Yeah. Wow. What in the world? I totally thought he was like 23, or like still up in like dude. Nketiah, that's kind of like now
or never, bro.
I've just always had him in my head as an Arsenal academy, like England under 21.
Yeah. Now he's old, bro.
Dude, that is like a shell shock to me. I totally thought, wow.
No, but I just went Mateta. I think he's going to be their most crucial player this year. He's got a bag in the goals, kick the corner flag.
Absolutely.
Get the lads up. I mean, maybe they can win the FA Cup again or something, you know?
Or the Conference League.
Yeah, or something. He'll be crucial.
European tour.
Facts. All right. Bournemouth.
Oh, yeah. Bournemouth. Almost skipped them.
Wow, you almost skipped them.
Bournemouth.
Falling off a little bit recent. 2 L's back-to-back. 3-1 and 4-0. They've conceded 7 goals in the last 2
Run
games.
over by
Billy, yeah.
Who'd you go with, Mr. Walker?
I went basic answer, but Semenyo. I just think, I mean, yes, they lost a lot of, pretty much their whole back line last year. So you could have easily said one of those guys. But the goals, I think, are going to be crucial this year. I don't think they're going to score like an outrageous amount. They'll probably get like an average, amount of goals this year. But Semenyo has fallen off, like not fallen off, but he hasn't really impacted the last couple of games, and you can tell.
Yeah.
They've conceded 7 in the last 2, and they've only scored 1. And I don't think he hasn't scored in the last like 3 or 4 game weeks. So whenever he's not doing as well,
hot start.
Like it's just obviously that they're not doing as well because he's kind of their best attacking player. Like yes, Krupi has done well with like 4 goals, but obviously Evan Nilsson's going to come back in, and he did at the weekend, and they got smacked 4-0. So, to be fair, Semenyo did miss a penalty, which wasn't a great penalty, but nonetheless, I just think
is just there to save penalties, and that's it.
But nonetheless, I think like when he's doing well, they're doing well, and they haven't been doing as well recently, neither has he. So,
yeah, I kind of like same thought process, but I kind of was like, obviously Semenyo's their main.
He's the guy.
He's the guy who can be like guy 2.0 for Bournemouth. And my mind went to Justin Kluivert because, I think he's got just like raw ability that, how many goals did he get last year? Yeah, 12 goals, 6 assists last year. And it's like
that's exactly what they need.
That's really good for anybody.
Yeah. Especially a winger.
And yeah, I think like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but like Bournemouth needs somebody other than Semenyo to chip in, and it's like I kind of considered Evan Nilsson for the same reason because he got around 10 goals too. I don't remember how many, but I think Kluivert, obviously his last name helps him when you're thinking about.
He's one of those players we were talking about technique earlier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's just got like raw
ability.
Talent, and he's like shown that he can pair that with end product, and I think for Bournemouth to kind of like I said with Palace, continuing on the trajectory they're on, Bournemouth the same way, especially since they lost all their defenders. They need to, even though they looked solid back there, they need to find ways to score other than Semenyo, and whether that's Kluivert or Evan Nilsson or Krupi or somebody. I think Kluivert can be like he can give any defender a tough day on any given day, and it's
there's like set piece ability too.
So it's like imagine like you're already having to deal with Semenyo. Oh, and you got Kluivert just hounding you on the other side too. That's just
long day.
Long day at the office.
Yeah. All right.
Speaking of long days at the office.
Yeah.
The Liverpudlians.
Liverpool. All right. Who'd you go with?
I went with Mr. Record Fee.
Record Fee.
Alexander Isak.
Alexander
Isaac.
Isak.
I just think, honestly, I don't even know what to say about Liverpool right now.
Yeah, they're just in a wrong way right now.
And it's like, it's weird that I'm picking an attacker because their defense has been so bad, but I don't even know like what you do about their defense right now because it's like
they don't really have any options.
Yeah, it's like they have like 4 defenders really. So I mean,
they don't have any really center back cover.
Yeah, like I could say like I was thinking like I don't know. That's obviously it's like I'm not going to say Joe Gomez for a back, you know, and I don't know.
Gomez.
Their left backs obviously it's kind of like a who's not going to be as bad today between Kirkez and Robertson and right back. I mean,
Connor Bradley locked up Vinicius last week though.
He did. I mean, I guess you could make an argument.
He got torched against Doku though.
Connor Bradley, if he can, like,
stay consistent. Yeah.
And then I was like, we don't even know what we're gonna get out of Frimpong. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, he's played like 1 game though because he's been hurt.
And then like I think their midfield's really, other than Florian Wirtz, who I'm just done with. He's like,
but he looks good though. He's just not scoring.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Like if I watched him like a little bit at the City game, like obviously
we watched the same City game.
Like when I think he started well.
He was getting bullied out there,
but
man.
like I think eventually like they all kind of just like
it was terrible for everybody for Liverpool, but like I don't want to single out Wirtz, but you kind of have to when he's
like he's coming into a team like is obviously like extremely low on confidence, and that's obviously not going to help. You know?
Yeah, but my thoughts like God, like you're supposed to be Mr. I don't even know, but like come in and inject some life in. But I don't know, he's just getting bullied. Anyway, we're not talking. I went with Isak because I don't know if Liverpool are going to concede so many goals, they need to
score. I mean, he's hurt teams,
and he is hurt right now. So, but I'm just saying, like I'm just thinking, like Isak. If Liverpool can get the Alexander Isak we've been seeing at Newcastle, then like they might as well just go ahead and beat some teams like 6-5 or 5-4.
Yeah, whatever
or something. I don't know. I just think. If it's like peak prime, like Isak at his best, like they had
Isak the last 2 years.
Pair that with Mo Salah, who's
Gakpo,
Ekitike even. Like they can still go out there and beat anybody if they. And it's like I'd just be like, I don't know. There's just so much like.
The thing is, they only win. They're the only team that hasn't tied a game this year.
Yeah, it's weird, but I feel like there's so much, almost like. Toxicity going on like around Liverpool's front line because of the whole Isak and Ekitike thing, and I just think I don't know, maybe it would do everybody a little bit of good for their confidence and feel good factor if Isak can, once he gets back healthy, can start banging them in. Maybe it gives everybody else some confidence. And I don't know. I still just like think that's such a weird scenario with him and Ekitike and why they did that, but they have Isak now, so you might as well get the best out of him.
Yeah.
So I just think.
Let him ball.
If it's like arguably the best striker in the league, Isak, that's at Liverpool, then he's going to cause some problems. And I mean, Liverpool's out of the title race for me, but they could still give me like they could still compete and they could still go win the Champions League, FA Cup, whatever. But yeah, Isak.
All right, I went Big Dom,
Szoboszlai, Mr. Handsome.
Yeah, I just think he's got like the most minutes played. He's played some games at right back. Some attacking mid, left mid, center mid. Like he's kind of Mr. Versatile for them right now. Just whatever they need. He's probably been their best player. Definitely their best player this year.
It's not even like either him or Gakpo, and it's like
he never looks like he's having a bad game, even if they're having a bad game. So I just think
I almost feel bad for him because he's out here putting a shift in every single game, and
he's always giving his best. Yeah. I actually saw Salah defend for the first time the other day, which I thought was like, damn, they're down so bad.
Poor Liverpool. We'll hit on that later when we talk about the game.
Yeah, I just think Dom kind of speaks for himself. He's been balling this year, and he's kind of been one of the highlights from their poor run.
Yeah, I mean, he's first name on the team sheet every time.
For sure.
I feel like, which is weird to say in a team with
Got so much
Van
talent.
Dijk and Salah and whoever else you want to talk about.
All right, United. Boo.
I totally haven't looked at your list on your phone. Who'd you say for?
I went for Mr. Bald by choice, Brian
Mbeumo. Brian.
What did we say the other week? If you're bald by choice in your 20s, you're an animal.
You're a special kind of crazy.
You're a psycho.
He's a demon.
I mean, Premier League Player of the Month last month for October.
He's actually
Scored again at the weekend.
We scanned Brentford, man.
Yeah, I mean,
send him another.
Their best
60
player by far this year. I mean, maybe when Cunha is like healthy and plays every game, he'll chip in a lot more as well. But I just think he's been him this year. He's been that guy.
I love him. So, I just like.
I can see you're tearing up over here just thinking about him.
Well, I just I get flashbacks to seasons past,
like PTSD
of like Garnacho or Anthony barreling down the wing, and I'm just like, well, I might as well get ready to watch us defend because I know they're getting ready to either lose the ball or fire it out of bounds or something.
Yeah.
And now whenever I watch Mbeumo, it's just like we might score. I guess I don't know. It's
Brecha Freth there.
It is. You say a Brecha Freth there?
Maybe. Yeah.
It is a Brecha Freth there. It's like
that's funny.
Our whole front. Like I don't know. It's like even when we're like I don't know like when things aren't necessarily going our way or we just need a goal out of nothing. Like here comes Mr. Baldy.
Bald by choice at 26.
Yeah, I went with Cunha.
Valid. It was kind of like toss up, I guess.
I just think
toss it a coin.
We've talked about raw ability a few times.
Yeah.
There might not be anybody else in the Premier League that can compete with this guy if you're just going straight up sauce.
He's got that swag.
He does. He has that moxie, man. And it's like I think back to the Arsenal game, the first game of the season, the Liverpool game.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just been games where he hasn't scored or assisted and still just completely dominated and just had the like after that Liverpool game, you would have think Cunha scored a hat trick the way that's like his performance is what people were talking about. And it's like especially coming from what we had last year, I just think he is a textbook definition of someone that can just change a game in an instant, can make something happen at any time.
He's X Factor.
He is Mr.
Definition of X Factor.
Yeah, and it's like he's got his one goal against Brighton right now, which, I mean, what a goal, by the way.
Yeah.
And I just think once he starts scoring and insisting, it's gonna be scary and not for Man United. And he's especially with Mbeumo scoring, it's a recipe for
fun times,
beautifulness, and I just can't wait for it to all come into fruition. But he is just so every time I watch him, I'm just he'll make the simplest pass. I'm still oh my gosh, you're so good, King. Just keep going. And I'm so excited to watch him and Mbeumo just do their thing this year.
Up for the next 8 years.
They're both 26. They got plenty of time to just go crazy.
All right, enough about United. I'm sick of that.
There's never enough.
Sick of that.
There's never enough.
On to the villains.
Oh, you point at me because it's
mine. There you go, bro.
I went with my for whatever reason. This guy's my favorite. No, absolutely not. You want to talk about the poop factor? Maybe it's Jadon Sancho. I went with Morgan Rogers.
Ice cold.
He's I don't know what it is about him. I might have said it on the pod before, but other than Man United players, I want he's my favorite player for whatever reason. I don't know what it is about him. He's just kind of.
He's a lot bigger than you think he is.
I just the way he moves. He's so silky and kind of elegant, but he is big. And I remember last year and everything, I started scored or assisted every time I watched Villa play. I just think
that is true.
If Villa continue on this run they're on, Morgan Rogers
is the reason why.
Could be. I think he got an assist the other day.
Mm-hmm.
If he can kick on, he's had a slow start to the season, and Villa had a slow start to the season. He's kind of started to turn it up a notch, and Villa have obviously turned it up a notch. And I just think he can be obviously Ollie Watkins is your goal scorer who has only one goal. He needs to. I know, not right now. It's been Emi Buendia this year. Emi Buendia, shout out.
His free kick.
He could be he could be another X factor, but Morgan Rogers, like, that's my guy, and I just think
your GOAT.
Yeah, he was one of the inspirations for this, but not the inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
But
Valid.
I just think I think he can be an X factor for England if he's on their roster for the World Cup. I just think I don't know. I think the sky's the limit for him. He's so good.
All right, I went for Yuri Tielemans.
Yuri.
I mean, he was out the start of the year, and you could almost see the upswing.
No, he is so good.
The upswing since he's come back. I mean, they have 4 wins in the last 5 games.
And he's only played 5 games this season.
Yeah, so I just think you can definitely see.
I think he's been one of the most underrated players in the Premier League.
I don't even need to say anything else other than the fixture results and how the last couple of games have gone when he came back from injury. So
he just does so many, like, I guess, like, it's more of a basketball term, but like the things that don't show up on the stat sheet. But like, he just makes everything tick for. Mm-hmm. When he was at Leicester, he did the same thing, and
he broke my heart in the FA Cup final.
Oh, I bet he did. That was a beautiful goal.
That was a handball.
I don't even remember. That was so long ago.
I'll never forget.
I love Yuri Tielemans, though. He's kind of getting up there, 28. But I remember. Do you remember like when he was? I guess when he was at Anderlecht and he was a
one to watch.
Yeah, he was like ones to watch on FIFA. And it's like a lot of those guys, like they just like you hear about them and then
never
they disappear. Like Yuri Tielemans.
Imre Moore.
Oh my gosh, dude! I love Imre Moore. Dude, I thought he was next up when he was at Dortmund, man. My Jet, if you're listening to this, and I know you do because you follow us on Instagram. If you've made it this far, he had an Imre Moore jersey in middle school because like he was that next up. Like people were out there buying his jersey.
And now he's balding.
Where even is Imre Moore?
It's like in Turkey.
If he's in Turkey, there's no way he's balding.
That's valid.
He is in Turkey playing for Eyüpspor.
Oh
man.
What's all those pictures, bro? Go to
dang
images.
I just can't believe you. Now I'm just on an Imre Moore side quest. I thought he was. Dang. Oh my gosh! Look at him.
Shaved head.
I genuinely thought he was going to win a Ballon d'Or. Like I don't know. Like do you remember like Juana Turbe on FIFA?
Yeah.
At Rome, everybody's kind of like so many of these guys just don't pan out to be anything. And Tielemans, and also like shout out Martin Odegaard because like he's kind of done the same thing, but yeah, Yuri Tielemans.
What a baller.
We're just all over the place right now.
All right, up into
the top Spurs. Looks like we have the same player.
Mickey Mouse Van de Ven.
Mix.
Van de Ven.
Mm-hmm.
The Roadrunner.
I initially actually had Richarlison just because like he's like such a wild card, but then
the Roadrunner.
And I dug a little bit deeper. And I was like, Mickey Van de Ven's probably the weirdest player I've ever seen.
Did you see his goal in the?
Yes, that was like a carbon copy of Son's Puskas goal.
Yeah, for real. I just think like I think he's their best defender, and you can tell.
And he's maybe their best attacker too.
Yeah, he's got their second most goals behind Richarlison, and I think he's got an assist or 2 as well. So, I mean, but his pace is like, it's like a Adama Traore fast.
It's so weird, and like
he's just there, and then he's not. He's just way past.
Like you never see a center back that plays like that, and also. He missed a lot of last season, and you see what happened.
Yeah. The only thing is he's got weak hamstrings because he's so fast.
I know, but I just think, obviously, he's a great defender, and he's a great attacker, too, and, like, that's X Factor. I mean...
What better describes X Factor?
Mix.
Not.
I don't know. He's such a weird... Like, I never...
Defenders aren't like that, bro.
I remember, like, before I watched him when he transferred to Spurs, and I remember, like, seeing, like... Mickey Van de Ven clocked this speed, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, right, that's made up.
It's always got, like, the quick, like, you always see those at the end of the year where it's like, oh, this player was the fastest in the Premier League this year. And it's like, definitely not what you think.
You get, like, your usual suspects.
It's like Adama,
like Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Like, Kyle Walker, I don't know, this is a sidebar, but I just, like, Kyle Walker, like there is nobody faster than Kyle Walker. Yeah. If you were ever a winger going up against Kyle Walker, then, like, just good luck because you're not getting by him.
Then you'll see like
you just see Van de Ven. You're like, what? And then you actually watch him. You're like, what in the world is going on?
All right, enough said about Spurs. I'm sick of that. Gross.
Whatever.
Up at top foe. Sunderland.
Crap, who did I say first?
Who'd you go with, big man?
Oh, Wilson Isidore. Same kind of logic I had with the other promoted teams.
Goal scorer.
Goal scorer, and he's got 4 goals for him right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sunderland are in 4th place.
They're cooking with gas.
Yeah, I mean,
huge result at the weekend.
We'll talk
what a game! That was actually a great game.
It was.
Bravo.
But I mean, Isidore, kind of like I said with Piro, and who else did I say? Fleming.
Yeah.
Like, these promoted teams need to be able to have a striker they can rely on, and Isidore has been that so far.
Yeah.
I guess maybe you can say Brian Brobby too.
True. With that massive, that's like a little bike.
Yeah, and the assist against Chelsea too. But
whatever.
Yeah, I just think obviously Granit Xhaka's like their anchor, and
that's who I went with.
Yeah, and he's doing his what you're gonna get with him, but they've got Enzo Wafi, he had a really good game against Arsenal, and they've got these creators. And they need someone to put away the chances. Wilson Isidore be that guy for him.
I just went Xhaka because, one, big locker room guy, just like Jordan Henderson, glue guy. I mean, he's got the experience off 7 or 8 years at Arsenal, so he's proven. He went to Germany, won the league, was really crucial for them. Comes back, he's a lot more mellow now. He's not the same guy he was at Arsenal, getting a red card every other game.
I was going to say, I remember we used to watch Arsenal games this just has a Xhaka red card.
Yeah, he's going to fly in with his studs up on someone's knee.
Maybe Bayer Leverkusen did something to him.
Yeah, he chilled out in Germany. But I just think, I mean, when they brought him in, I was like, that's kind of weird. He's getting older, but he's proved to be, probably their best player this year by far. And he's holding down that midfield with Sadiki. So,
what a name. Good pick.
Underrated.
The Shells.
Up into the Blues.
Tell me.
Top 3, baby. What you know about that? Nothing.
Well, time will tell.
I went Moy Caicedo.
I went with it's
Ice
chilly
cold.
in here.
Ice cold.
I went with Cole Palmer.
Yeah. I just think I know Cole Palmer's our best player for sure, but I'd be less worried. We're still scoring. We still have the third high.
I love how our interpret, because I think it's really interesting because you're seeing it as if we lose this player, what happens?
Yeah.
And I like almost the opposite of if you get the most out of this player, what happens?
Well, if we get the most out of Cole Palmer, we could be challenging.
Yeah, and that's that was my reasoning is if you get 20 goals a season, Cole Palmer paired with everything else Chelsea has going for him right now, all of a sudden Chelsea could easily
league
challenge for a title. But if you get the Cole Palmer that we've kind of seen lately, how many open play goals has it been since 2
or 3
January? Yeah. It's it really. I think if you get the Cole Palmer we saw in the Conference League final and in the Club World Cup, I was
all of last year's season.
I remember watching the Club World Cup final when they beat PSG. That was Cole Palmer just in his bag, and I was Chelsea could actually compete for a title this season. And obviously he's been hurt, but I just think if it's Cole Palmer that just kind of is walking around out there, then Chelsea aren't going to be any more than what they are right now. Yeah. But if you can get,
I'm definitely excited for him to come back. I don't think he'll come back probably until the new year, but I know this sounds bad, but I haven't forgotten about him, but I haven't been as worried that he's been out as I would be for Caicedo, only because of the amount of quality we have up front. I think I said last week, my thing with Chelsea is they have so much talent up front and out wide in the midfield, but it's João Pedro got off to a hot start, and then he scored against Tottenham, but that was his first in he scored last game
months.
Too.
Okay, he did. And then obviously you got Garnacho, who has scored a few goals, to be fair to him, but he's obviously known for being inconsistent. And Pedro Neto, he's probably going to cap out at
5 goals a year.
Yeah, and then, but you had Cole Palmer, who, how many did he score this fight? It was over 20, I know, but
he was competing with Haaland that year for a long time.
Yeah, and it's if Chelsea can get that sort of consistent goals, he can. Cole Palmer at his best is one of the best players in the Premier League, and it's if you get that, plus Caicedo behind him, and plus João Pedro scoring 10 or 12 goals, plus whatever else that lie, then it's like, whoa, like we got to take Chelsea seriously.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think I would be slightly worried, like, especially now with Lavia being injured, but if we lost Caicedo for like an injury or for something for a while.
Chelsea would be toast without him.
Like, we don't have anyone.
Like who even goes in there?
Like probably probably Santos.
Oh, I forgot about
who
him.
like obviously did like have an extremely good season last year at Strasbourg, and he's played well for us when he's come on, but he's not Caicedo. Like Caicedo's arguably like the best deep lying midfield player in the league in the world at this point. You're like losing someone like that to a team that already is a little weak defensively would I think would really kill us. But,
yeah. Also, I didn't even mention William Esteval in that.
Yeah, Esteval too, but
player.
All right, top two.
Okay, the Citizens. Here's where my inspiration for this idea came from, because I was.
You might not like my answer.
Much as I see it, it's like I won't say anything. But much as I despise and just cannot stand anything they stand for, I was moved by that Jeremy Doku performance. That was
dude.
That was some next level stuff.
I was trash talking him. Bro's got like 20. Bro's got like 25 goals in his career, and I was talking to my friend. He was a City fan, and his favorite player ever is Doku, bro.
Ever?
I swear that's all he talks about. Like, he wants to be like his boyfriend or something, and which valid, I guess. But I was talking to him, and I was like, Doku's got like 25 goals in his career. You know, like over 7 years. Like he's not he's not a goal scorer, really.
Yeah, that's not what he's known for.
But then he comes in with like a banger. He's got an assist. He wins a pin. Like man of the match, like baller.
I mean, you want to talk about a breath of fresh air.
So true.
Like the way he was, like I don't know.
He was cooking.
Everybody is critical of how robotic Pep makes his wingers and just how soccer in general has become. Like he was so direct and taking people on. Like that goal was incredible.
Like you'll never take that out of him, bro.
Yeah, and it's like he's always, even though Pep does this to his players, like he's always been that. He's been one of the best dribblers in Europe. I mean, I think the stats say that. I don't know for sure. And it's like he's always such a threat, but you just know he doesn't have it. He's like, obviously he's way better than Adama Traore, but it's kind of like that same vibe of like
he'll just lose the ball eventually. Kind of.
Yeah, it's like he just can't find the back of the net. He can't get, but like if he can add like any sort of end product to his game, like anything like what we saw yesterday, then I mean, watch out.
City could win the league. I mean, challenge for it. 4
points behind.
I know my answer is very vanilla here, but I went Holland.
And it's fair for like the way even like because like imagine City without Holland.
City without Holland has like, I mean,
City without
14 less goals this year,
fighting to be not in the relegation zone.
Yeah, I mean he's one of the craziest players I've ever seen play. Like he's inevitable almost. Like you just know he's gonna score, like almost every game. Like it's just you're never like certain of things in soccer, but like you're just certain Holland's
just like it's eventually
score every game. Where he's gonna, I don't know. He's just like the most insane player ever, and I think that's like X factor because without Holland, City would arguably be way worse.
Yeah, and I think also going back to Doku, it's like I've talked about how City in the past, like their wingers like Sterling, Sané, Mahrez, whoever, they're always goal threats. They're always scoring
like at least
double-digit goals every season, and like they just haven't
like
had
alongside Aguero, alongside Julian Alvarez, like
alongside De Bruyne, and it's like last year they obviously didn't have that, and it's like who's gonna step up, and it's like if they can like I don't know if Doku's gonna be that guy that can score, but if Doku can score a good amount of, like, they just like I don't know. I'm not.
It's gonna take a little weight.
I hate
Holland,
that I'm like imagining a good life for City, but it's like if City want to challenge for a title this year, that's what they need is someone or a few people to back up with a decent amount of goals.
All right, well, should we finish off strong?
One team, the Gooners.
Hell, the Gooners. I went Deckers.
Decky Rice. I went with Eze.
Valid. I just think for Declan Rice is their best midfielder, in my opinion.
I think he's on Caicedo's level.
Yeah, I mean a little different player.
They're different
position.
players, but I just think
quality wise, world class. Yeah, but I just think losing him.
There's nothing on the field that Declan Rice can't do.
Yeah, he takes the craziest corner.
He's their set piece guy. He's their best holding mid. He gets up and down. He's fast.
He can shoot. He's fast. He can pass the ball anywhere.
And he's added goals and assists to his game since he's been at Arsenal, which has been.
I just think he's that guy. I wish he was at Chelsea because he's a Chelsea fan.
I remember it was. I can't remember what season it was under Ollie, but we were supposed to. It was a few seasons before he went to Arsenal, United. I talked about it with Sean Longstaff earlier, but I remember we needed we were in the running for Declan Rice a few seasons before we went to Arsenal, and it never happened, obviously. And I just God,
should have splashed the cash.
Imagine him, and
he's been worth all the money.
I know. But yeah, I said Eze. I just think he's proven at Crystal Palace he can be a match winner on his own. Obviously the FA Cup final, and he can just produce moments of magic. Took the words right out of my mouth. And I just think
finishing your sentences, bro.
Finish each other's sandwiches. That's what I was gonna say. I mean, we talked about. I think one of the biggest things I think about X factors is who's got raw ability that can just turn a game on its head at any moment. I think Eze
he's like that.
Has all of that, and I think when Arsenal, this game against Sunderland, or when Arsenal are kind of in a rut in a game, who can come up with something out of nothing, it can be Eze. And I just think if they can get the best out of him, they are almost unstoppable.
But
yeah,
right.
That will cap off
X factors.
What did y'all think? Let us know. I guess I don't know how you do that. Shoot us a DM on Instagram or TikTok or
YouTube.
Something. YouTube, yeah. Leave a comment if you do that kind of thing. Actually, I think Spotify has messages now, so
DM on Spotify.
Leave us a little message if you're tell me all your X factors, man. What do you think? Give me all 20. I don't know. Right. Well, we're gonna move on because that's enough X factor talk. Yeah. We've been doing it for
winners and losers.
Yeah, Riley came prepared this time.
I didn't forget.
Last week he forgot. So I think since you forgot last week, I want to make you go first.
My first win. You want to start with winners or losers?
Let's do winners. I'm in a good mood.
Winner number 1.
Should we do? Let's just rip them all and then.
All right, my winners. I've got Sunderland for that incredible performance against Arsenal, scoring 2 on Arsenal. Insane.
Nobody does that,
but they do. I went Jeremy Doku for his probably definite man of the match and best performance of the weekend probably, and then. I knew this would make you upset, so I went Garnacho.
Ooh.
2 assists at the weekend.
The eternal loser.
Two assists at the weekend. He looked really good. He was maybe our best player. Which
I didn't know. I actually didn't watch the Chelsea game, so I don't know how he played. But I don't.
I mean, the one assist to Gusto, the cut back from the defender, the perfect ball in the box right on Gusto's head. Bang. The second one, Enzo plays the ball in behind a little bit. He looks absolutely rapid around that defender, and then squares it to Neto at the 6-yard line or whatever, and Neto the tap in. But 2 assists at the weekend, big baller.
Yeah. Okay. My winners.
Shout out.
2. I had Doku.
Yeah.
I feel easy. I could not. I said the Stadium of Light.
The Stadium Light has heart.
Sunderland, but then their fans and it was everything. It wasn't just it was everything.
It was just a perfect recipe.
And then my last one, I'm known to be a cheater. I cheated on our first when we did the transfers, and I was I'm gonna put 2 for when I did Zubin.
You're a cheater, dude. That's crazy.
Well, so I didn't know how to word it without being too wordy, so I just said Forest/West Ham, but I really just meant their ability of they're kind of getting themselves back into the mix of getting out because they both won. Leeds and Burnley lost, and it's
West Ham beating Burnley.
Yeah,
is huge, and Forest beating Leeds,
and it kind of just seals Wolves' fate down there almost. Yeah. So, but anyway, that's kind of I don't they're kind of a combined winner of the of the
that's fair.
top of the relegation zone of.
I think that's fair.
Thanks, Riley.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, do we talk about our winners now, or do we go to those?
We've already talked about Sunderland and Daku. You don't want to talk about Garnacho because you're upset.
Sure. We can talk more about Sunderland. We just talk about the games in general.
Yeah.
But
losers, you first because you're
okay. One. I'm looking at yours right now, and 2 of them are the same as mine.
Okay.
I didn't get as. I have 3 teams.
We're
I didn't.
The same person, bro.
We are. I didn't I don't know, because at first I had Virgil van Dijk just by himself. And
I wanted to put that, but I didn't.
I thought, what, Liverpool just absolutely sucked, just in all facets. Everybody about
the Van Dijk goal should have stood.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Actually, I don't think that would have changed the outcome of the game.
I think it definitely could have changed the outcome.
No, Liverpool was just buns. I don't think that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I couldn't just single out Van Dijk when they were all that bad. Because he also had the goal that deflected off of him. I'm like, it's just, it's kind of been a rough.
My buddy was looking at the stats. He had 0 blocks, 0 interceptions, 0 tackles.
Yeah, it's been a rough time for him. But it was rough. It's been a rough time for Liverpool. And then I have Newcastle because, with everybody kind of being sandwiched together at 16 to 18 points,
and they're on 12.
They're kind of lagging behind. And
yeah.
Who did they lose to? I already forgot.
They lost to 3-1.
Yeah, so that put
red card. Nick Pope came out.
Yeah, so that put Brentford right there in the mix with everybody else on 18 points and not them. And now they're kind of now they already need people to. So it's just.
And their next game is against Man City.
And then
they're probably going to lose that.
I probably sound like a broken record, beating a dead horse, but it's got to be Wolves.
Yeah.
Poor guys. I don't even know where to even go with them.
Yeah. The only thing I changed from your 3 is I went Bournemouth. I just think we don't even need to talk about Wolves anymore.
That's what I was saying. I was like, we've rubbed it in too much for Wolves, but
they're just. I
was kind of like, who else would be a real I was like, you can't ignore them when you're just talking about being the biggest, fattest loser. It's just.
Yeah, they just suck.
I don't even know where they're ever going. It's because last week it was they're a loser because Vitor Pereira got sacked, and it's just been bad. And this week they're a loser because they're entering worst team ever territory. I feel like it's just been 2 awful.
2 points after 11 games.
I don't know where that ranks in worst starts ever, but it's got to be. It's obviously near the bottom. I don't know how.
Yeah.
No one's ever lost 11 of their first. I don't know if anyone's ever had. I'm sure maybe someone has had 1 point.
Yeah, probably Derby or Southampton.
I don't know that Sheffield year, but yeah, it's just.
But I just went Bournemouth. They look next at the weekend, 4-0 loss.
Yeah, that's
3-1
that's gonna take
week.
that'll just take a lot of wind. And the thing is, the City game, even obviously, they're not expected to win that game.
No, they're expected to compete against Villa.
I think they played well against City for what it's worth.
I
for the most part, but Villa,
you just got.
If you just think you think about the circumstances, you win that game, you go on 21 points,
third place,
sends Villa back down 15 points, which would put them back in the bottom half with Everton.
Yeah,
and it's a whole different outlook. But you let them just beat you up, and now you're below them in the table, and it's just
dude, the Buendia. Did you see the Buendia free kick?
I did, yeah.
I thought Petrovic could have saved that.
I need to go back and watch.
If you look at it from a straight on angle, it's not in the corner at all. And yes, it has dip on it, but there's no movement on the ball, and Petrovic doesn't move.
Yeah, but even then, they still conceded 3 other goals.
Yeah,
so it's
sure.
that's that's just got to be such a gut punch to have such a good start. It's and I don't obviously you expected this to happen to Bournemouth eventually. They're not going to be in the championship.
It's not like they're out of anything either.
No, but
2 points off third.
It's just kind of thinking, man, that's a game we've probably for them. We feel like we probably should have won that.
Or at least competed, kept it close.
And now for such a rough start Villa had, now all of a sudden they're kind of they're right there.
2 wins, 2 losses in the last 5.
So yeah, Bournemouth is definitely valid.
I think the biggest loser is Newcastle. I think I was being safe with my prediction earlier. Where Newcastle is 6th at best. They'll be. I think they could struggle to finish 8th.
Yeah, they need to find some goals fast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're.
11 goals.
Yeah.
It's only Leeds, Forest, and obviously Wolves have scored less than that. And I think their defense. I mean, they have a good They're a good midfield. They have a good back line.
Yeah,
but that can only get you so far because you can always win games if you score. And like,
very true.
I mean, Voltemado's
got like 4 or 5 goals. Right?
Yeah, but
Jacob Murphy's got a few. Harvey Barnes has a couple. I mean, Gordon's got to start scoring.
Yeah, that's why I said Gordon earlier.
Yeah,
and like Alenga, like you spend so much money on Alenga, and he
doesn't even start.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been such a dud for. And so I thought, like, I don't know, Newcastle, they kind of did the same thing last year, I think, where they kind of had a slow start and it took them a while. But now you still had Isak then. And you know your Isak's a bit talented. It's like, I don't know. And all these other teams are really kind of like, already, they're 6 points off of the pack right now, I would say, of the 18-point contingent.
Yeah. All right, so that's our winners and losers. So we just chat a little bit about the games.
Yeah, I thought the game of the week was Arsenal and Sunderland. That might have been game.
That was a great game.
Like game of the year so far.
Fun one to watch. It's always fun to watch like the Sunderland Newcastle games at night.
Yeah,
the atmosphere is good.
I think. Did you see where they like pushed the advertising boards closer to this?
So Arsenal couldn't do long throws.
Yeah, like this is. That's why Stadium of Light was my winner because they're just doing all these things.
Tactics, bro.
They're playing chess, man. And it's like I don't know. I think like I was still like kind of on the fence of like, is this just like a promotion honeymoon for Sunderland? Like their start, like because like obviously they got that win against Chelsea, but all the other teams they had beat, they got that win against Chelsea. What a beautiful win! The greatest win I've ever seen. It was awesome and everything.
Yeah, of course,
beautiful.
Yeah,
but they got that win against Chelsea. But other than that, I was like, well, I mean, if you really look at it, like the teams they've beat, like they probably, I guess, I don't know if you say should have because they're promoted, but like they would have favored themselves. And I don't know, maybe they come back down to earth and you really think this game against Arsenal is like if they could go out there. And it's like the fact the performance they put on, like that tells me they're not only are they here to stay, but they're here to
challenge,
compete. Now it's like they're really like if I'm Sunderland right now, I'm thinking why not
top 4?
Yeah, I don't know if I go that far, but it's just like why not
Why not
top half? Why not top?
Could we get Europe first go around?
Yeah, like can we do a Wolves?
Yeah.
From obviously I don't want to be where Wolves is now,
but. I mean, their team is just like so like solid.
I know, like nobody scores against Arsenal. Like that, like that's just like I can't like I don't think it should be understated the fact they scored. No, they scored.
And there were almost two very Arsenal goals. Like
one of them was from a set piece. Was that Dan Ballard won a set piece?
Yeah, like a set piece, and then one was just like a ball into the box.
Scrappy,
Yeah, like very like Arsenal plays a lot nicer, but like. The goals they score sometimes are scrappy, and then I'm a header, like you know what I mean.
I think I'm the newest Dan Ballard super fan.
He was the first playing at Arsenal. Yeah.
I know it's like, but I remember like when I watched. So the only other time I really have watched Sunderland this year was the United game, and like obviously I don't give a crap about anything us Sunderland players do in that game, and we destroyed Sunderland because that's what United do.
Course, yeah.
But like I was like, I don't know, I just love like he has had so much energy, and it's just.
He's huge.
That was an incredible goal. I don't know. I'm glad for I'm so glad a promoted team is causing some chaos, man. It's just finally now we fully have a title race on our hands again.
Yeah,
because of that. Because
Arsenal with the tie,
it's a 4-point gap, and it's like
only 4 points is not. I feel like crazy
with that City performance yesterday. It's like all of a sudden, City could beat anybody. I don't know.
True.
Let's talk about
Arsenal. And I mean, I don't think Arsenal's going to win every game for the whole season.
No, not at all. Let's talk about old City pool. You know, my instant
City definitely dominated.
Other than City dominated, and then Jeremy Doku did his thing. Is like that fixture, like that game in particular. Like, and it just like I feel like City Liverpool has like lost the aura that it had from 5 years ago, 3 years ago. Like, like in particular the
it was like winner of this game is going to win the league.
Yeah, like but in particular though, the game in like January 2019, there were the John Stones goal line clearance.
Oh yeah,
and I think that game was the most like
pinnacle.
The pinnacle, like the most like skilled, highly skilled game of like the Premier League has like ever seen. Like, that was like.
They like won the league off that. I mean, not like I guess directly off that, but if they would have scored that, if Liverpool would have scored that goal, like Liverpool,
if Liverpool were like a centimeter away from being invincible, Centurions plus a Champions League, and then Van Dijk probably wins the Ballon d'Or.
Yep.
But either way, I just like I used to like ever since when like the Pep and Klopp City Liverpool, like you just circle that on your calendar, and like you set.
Got to be free. Yeah.
It's like. I don't know, like Liverpool just didn't show. Like they just looked
flat,
dead. Like I don't even know. And
it's weird.
And I have a little bone to pick because like, and I know Liverpool won the title last year and they've been successful. So like their excuse is like, oh, is this just a blip for them?
Mm-hmm.
But my God, if that was Manchester United that did that yesterday and not Liverpool, I think the world would have caught on fire.
Man United are bad.
Scrutiny they get. And like still people were talking about, are Liverpool officially out of the title race now? Blah, blah, blah. But it's like, gosh, man, if Man United can even finish in the top half, like they'll be happy. It's like, I don't even know. It's just.
Yeah, it's just like recency bias.
I know, but like, man, people, I hated, adored, never ignored. I don't know. People. Anyway.
Should we maybe finish off on some, I know we got some predictions, but these aren't for till.
Really actually, who's U.S. playing this week? Is there an international break?
Well, we got the One Knocks final, bro.
Oh, we do, yeah. It's getting local.
One Knocks,
the One Knocks boys, final, the Scruffy boys, USL League One final.
Only team to be undefeated at home all year.
That's true.
Like league history.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
The USA,
I knew we were undefeated at home.
USA plays Paraguay and Uruguay in the next week.
Oh, really? That'll be interesting.
The Uruguay one for sure. Still a little.
We'll have to talk. We'll have to get creative next Monday again because of the international break.
True.
Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
I guess, come up. We'll do some Prem predictions for when we are
back
in the Prem, yeah.
All right.
Back where
we've got
in the big time.
The first game back the next week is the greatest team in the land.
Man, that's a real barn burner right there.
Yeah, Chelsea. Gotta win. Must win. Certified.
Yeah,
win.
I don't see a world where Chelsea loses that game.
And if we do, I'll cry.
Bournemouth, West Ham. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think Bournemouth got.
Does Bournemouth stop their skid? Does West Ham continue their form under Nuno?
I think
they do.
I think Bournemouth win.
Give me 3 wins in a row for the Hammers.
Nah,
I was just a little bit late. We've talked
Bournemouth at the. What's it called?
The Vitality.
Yeah, Vitality
Could
Stadium.
be. I don't know. I think West Ham's got a bit of. Nuno had those guys built to not lose that game, and I don't know.
Brighton, Brentford.
I feel like that could be like literally any score ever, and
probably it's like screams like 1-1 or something.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that actually.
Fulham, Sunderland. I think Sunderland
need to win.
They do, but I think Sunderland just don't concede a lot.
Sunderland's still hung over from the Arsenal draw. No, probably they won't because it's been have been like 2 weeks since then. I forgot about it.
I think Sunderland pulled that one out.
Yeah, why not? Liverpool, Forest.
At Anfield though, I think Liverpool win. I think they have to.
But Sean Dyche, man.
Yeah. I think
he's won at Anfield before.
It'll be a grind fest, but I think.
Oh, I really want Forest.
I think Liverpool get it.
I don't know. I think
Liverpool have to, dude. They have to.
We've been saying that for weeks now.
I know, but this one they have to.
I don't know.
I think they have to. They will.
My brain tells me Liverpool's gonna.
It's like a 1-0
eke out a win for that and kind of rights a few wrongs, but my heart wants me to say Nottingham Forest just goes out there and beats them. I'll say Liverpool, but
all right, Wolves, Palace. I mean, it's hard to pick Wolves in any fashion at this point.
You know what? New manager bounce. I'm gonna give him a draw. I'll say
get up to 3 points.
1-1.
I'll say Palace win. Eagles, man.
Newcastle City.
This one's tough.
This is never an easy game for either.
It'll be a 5:30 kickoff there at
that
night,
just like I
at
feel like
St.
this game is
James.
always 3-3. You know what I'm saying?
It's either gonna be it could be like a 3-3.
I feel like there's a scenario where City wins like 5-0.
Yeah, for sure. But can Newcastle like open the floodgates?
I think if Newcastle can get an early goal,
yeah, get the fans behind them.
That was like if Newcastle can score early, I still think like City can't stop them.
Yeah.
From scoring. I'm gonna say 3-3 just because that game always just screams craziness. Leeds, Aston Villa.
At Leeds, I think Villa though they've been good recently.
I don't know.
Arsenal,
NLD,
Spurs, North London
that's a big
derby.
one.
I mean, obviously
Spurs away though.
Playing at Arsenal, Spurs are.
I think there's like no way Arsenal will allow themselves to not win that game, especially coming off the draw.
I feel an Arsenal win just because Spurs have been like kind of mid recently.
Yeah,
but I mean, obviously they'll be up for it.
Yeah, you kind of got to throw form out the window for.
I want to like my gut says Arsenal win, but I just want to get my heart says draw.
I think Arsenal. I think it'll be a 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Yeah, classic. I could easily see that.
United Everton. I'm gonna say like 8-0 or something. I don't know.
I was thinking like 10-0. Everton at least.
Oh yeah.
I think United.
It'll be a fun game.
United will win Monday night game
under the lights.
Monday Night Raw. United Everton.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say
I'll go like 2-3-1.
I like to not predict the score because then it'll be whatever the opposite of what I say. But
I'll go 3-1 United.
It's at Old Trafford. After we've won won 4 games in a row there now. So
the fans will be up for it. Nice Monday night kickoff.
Come on, the boys! All right, that's gonna do it.
Good week
for this episode of Total 90. Next week,
Ep 7,
you will see our wonderful faces.
Our handsome faces.
And it's going to be awesome, hopefully. I can't wait.
Let's do it.
Can you wait? Probably not. See ya.